Yeah, baby. Welcome to the world famous Stuttering John podcast. Beer on the Balcony edition for my Patreon and YouTube members. There's the link if you want to donate to the podcast, paypal.me/John Melendez Inc. My guest today, conspiracy radio talk show host, Terry Carnation. Should be on any minute. But in the meantime, Sixes, is Budweiser a sponsor? No, that was a song that I wrote and recorded in about 20 minutes. And we did it at Audio Recording Technology Institute. It just shows, how freaking talented I was even when I was 18. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring in my guest today. I look forward to talking about some of the conspiracies with radio talk show host Terry Carnation. Terry, are you there?
John, I'm here.
I'm so happy to have you on, Terry. I love your shows. I'm a big fan. And, I'm into conspiracy theories, too. And let me ask you, Terry, what's the one that you are most passionate about?
Well, thank you, John. Thanks for that kind introduction. And thank you for, above all, having the Venmo insignia right on my forehead. I greatly appreciate that.
I can change that. I can change it, Terry.
Please support John in his quest to become the king of all media. Support him with the Venmo. Where did you put away the Venmo? I liked it.
I didn't want it to cover your face, Terry. I'm sorry.
It's quite a face. John, yes, conspiracies. So it's a fine line between the paranormal and the conspiracy. No. Do I believe in spectral presences? Yes. Do I believe in aliens? Yes. Do I believe in interdimensional travel? Yes. Do I believe in thin pizza over thick? Of course. Do I believe that half men, half duck control Hollywood? Yes. Yes, I do. Of all the conspiracies, I suppose that would be the one that I would need to point to, is the Duckman conspiracy. Do you think that Walt Disney simply created Donald Duck out of a flight of his own imagination? Or Scrooge McDuck swimming in his swimming pool filled with cash? That is an allusion to the Hollywood elite.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any comments on the Duckmen of Hollywood?
It does ring some truth, because even don't forget, Walt Disney didn't even come up with the name Mickey Mouse. That was his wife. Walt Disney's original name for Mickey Mouse was Mortimer. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Mortimer Mouse.
Yes, and then his wife came up with Mickey.
Which a much better choice. Mortimer's. There's something sinister about Mortimer Mouse. It sounds like a homicidal mouse.
It does. But yeah, I look. I don't think that the Egyptians built the pyramids. I thoroughly believe. If you've read, I'm sure you have, Terry. If you read Chariots of the Gods,
sure.
They were built by aliens. I don't care what anyone says, because there was no way to roll logs over the desert to 2-ton blocks.
It's impossible. It defies physics to this day. Please get me whatever tools you can, and give me a couple thousand slaves. And let's try and build a pyramid and see how easy it is, folks. And not only Chariot of the Gods, but I was suckled, I was nursed at the teat of Leonard Nimoy and In Search Of. Do you remember In Search Of?
In Search Of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I think Jesus Christ himself might have been an alien. I mean, think about all the powers he had. Like, if you look at the way automobiles, like how America, has progressed invention-wise from the light bulb to the automobile, it's a slow graph going up. Suddenly, the computer chip off the charts.
Interesting. So do you think there was an alien intervention circa 1954?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure you talk about these kind of things, on your show.
On my show, Dark Air. Yes, we certainly do. Yes, Dark Air is a radio call-in show that I'm famous for. Now it's become a podcast. It's premiering on April 1st, where all good podcasts are found. Dark Air with Terry Carnation. That's me, Terry Carnation.
Yeah.
Hi. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about Bigfoot? Yeah, I always thought the missing link was Baba Booey, but no, I hear what you're saying. Bigfoot is probably the missing link, right?
I believe so. I believe so. What are you drinking there, John?
Oh, I'm drinking beer. This is my beer on the balcony. This is the only show I do where I actually have a few beers. Do you drink at all?
You've gone with the Coors Light.
Yeah. Do you drink at all, Terry?
Breakfast of Champions. I drink. I have been known to drink, but I have been in a. I've been in a mentally imbalanced place for a very long period of time, and anything remotely resembling a drug or an alcohol is probably not so good for the old being, the old cerebral cortex, the old sense of self.
Yes.
The old, mental. So important for me to stay grounded, John.
No, I understand. And, I love your show. Look at the Matrix. That could be all true. But let me ask you something, Terry. Don't you think that maybe Keith Richards is an alien? Because this guy, how is he still alive? I'm convinced he's dead. He died like 20 years ago. And you know what I mean?
Well, let me take that one step further. What if the entire, not only the Rolling Stones, not only the Beatles, not only the Who and the Kinks, what if the entire, not even Herman's Hermits, not even Cream and Eric Clapton, what if the entire, not even Led Zeppelin, what if the entire British invasion was an alien artistic conspiracy to what? I don't know. Make our music better? I'm not sure. What do you think?
Maybe it was done to make us think differently, to bring down society. That's why people started doing more drugs, and it was it could be an alien way to dumb us down, maybe. I don't know.
Well, also it could be an alien conspiracy to increase our love of guitar solos.
That's true.
There weren't really guitars, other than an occasional Chuck Berry riff. There weren't really guitar solos before 1966.
Well, how about B.B. King, though? How about, and...
Oh, well, yes, there goes that theory.
Yeah, no. I do hear, but I do want to ask you about the moon landing. Now, I have seen some images where there's a beer can, I don't know about the moon landing. Do you believe that we actually got on that moon, or do you think it was all just a way for us to try and win the race against the Soviet Union? And by the way, I have to ask you about this, Terry, because Buzz Aldrin said that there was a UFO following him the whole time, that they were going to the moon, if they went to the moon. Do you think that aliens are just I think that Like you know how you have like the cat. I don't know. Do you have any cats?
Yes, I have a cat named Malachi.
Okay, so you know how when you put the little light on the wall and they go and chase it and grab it and then you turn the light off?
Yes,
I'm
it's a poor man's version of laser tag.
yes.
It's fun. I
Uh,
can spend hours making
yes.
Malachi chase the laser.
Terry, I'm convinced that's what UFOs are doing to us. Like they'll come up and everyone looks at it, we're all looking, and then boom, they go away. They're just playing with us.
It could be. It very well could be. I'm certainly open to that possibility. Let me ask you a question, John.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a spectral visitation? Have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes. I even did a show called Famously Afraid. And my sister's here in the chat room. She'll tell you, we had a ghost in my house. And every friend who came in saw the same image.
How's your sister doing?
She's doing well, but they were haunted. A ghost followed her home and they played with the Ouija board. And the ghost knew exactly when my aunt was going to die, the exact date, time, and everything else.
How do you know that the ghost knew that? Did the ghost put it into iCal or a Google Calendar or something? Or
no, on the Ouija board, the ghost said when my aunt was going to die.
Impressive.
Yep. Yes.
So a specter not bound by the time and space.
Yeah. So now I want to get your thoughts on that, Terry, because while I was watching Monday Night Football, the rocking chair right next to me, and Terry, I'm not lying about this, man. That thing started going up and down like crazy at a very rapid pace. And my whole body just went freaking frozen. And I screamed to my dad, Dad, because I was so scared.
What teams were playing?
I believe the Rams and the 49ers.
Well,
what teams do the aliens hate? I mean, the ghosts hate.
I think the teams that all of us hate, the Patriots.
That's so interesting that you say that. I was going to ask you, do you believe in the devil, or do you believe it's a man-made thing to make us scared, and that's why we, like they're trying to, or the aliens are trying to make us like think that, that we could be controlled by this thing called Satan?
So many questions, so little time, John. I do believe in evil. I believe in evil, John. It's out there, and it comes in many forms.
Could Satan be with us now, like on this planet? What are these, like JFK shooting? How many shooters? 9/11, did that really, was that an inside job? Everyone says that's an inside job. What are your thoughts on that one?
Does government have the efficacy to pull something like that off? And I am saying if they can pull off the DMV, well, then certainly they can pull off 9/11.
Very, very interesting. I'm loving this. There's so many ones that this is amazing to me. Like Elvis. Is he alive?
Why don't you ask him? I think that Elvis is currently living with Justin Bieber.
Real? Is that where Justin's getting all his songs from?
I think he wrote all the songs on his new album, Justice, which is a masterpiece, by the way.
Is it?
Masterpiece, yes.
See, there's another one. Justin Bieber seems like an alien to me. How does this? I don't know. Like, again, how does this kid have all this talent?
We have to be careful here, John. Oh, everyone is like as an alien. Oh, they're
no. I do understand. But how about the Loch Ness monster?
What about it? Yes.
Is it real or not?
Of course, it's real. I
have to ask you this, Terry, because this is something that I think is a conspiracy. Well, yeah, I do. I believe that we have the cure for cancer, but we don't want to implement it because if we do, then people are going to live to 120, and then the population is going to get too big. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm with you. I'm with you, baby. Absolutely. Yes. So it's, we're cut from the same cloth, John. We're cut from the same cloth, and I'm so gratified to hear how open your mind is. It may be small, it might be shriveled, it might be very limited in capacity, but it's open. It's open to new ideas, and for that, John, I thank you.
Well, I know you got to go soon. I just want to. So on your, what will you be covering next on your next, on your next show?
Well, we are going to be covering alcoholism in podcasts, and so we are going to be contacting you. It's podcast alcoholism is going to be our next episode, so you'll be hearing from my producer on that. But oh boy, what do we do? Well, probed. What is it with aliens and the human anus? I mean, what is going on with that? That obsession.
What is going on with that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's come visit this guy. I am open for business. I'm ready to get cheeky.
Come visit Uranus.
Oh, well played. Well played.
Well, Terry, just one last thing before you go, because I know you only wanted to do 20 minutes, and I honor all my guests here. Everybody's asking in the chat room, zombies and vampires. What's your take on that? Well, listen, Terry, I really appreciate you coming on my show. I hope you'll come on again, because this has been fascinating.
Could I come on topless?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, then sign me up. Where do I sign?
Well, I will email you, Terry. And now your show, please, again, tell everybody when you're, because, your podcast, how to get it, when it airs, and everything else. Please tell us.
April 1st.
So, okay, April 1st. And where do we get it? Is it going to be on iTunes?
Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, wherever fine podcasts are downloaded for free.
Well,
sponsored by MeUndies.
What's that, Terry? I'm sorry.
My podcast is sponsored by MeUndies. Thank you, MeUndies, for sponsoring Dark Air with
What are MeUndies?
It's an underwear subscription service, John. I'll hook you up 15% off if you enter the code word DARK for the first month. They deliver underwear every month right to your doorstep.
Well, judging because of my hemorrhoids, I need them all the time,
And I know you like your leopard skin prints.
Yes. Well, listen, Terry, it's been an honor to have you on. Good luck with your podcast. I hope to talk to you soon.
I will speak to you soon, John. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Thanks so much. Terry Carnation. What a great interview with Terry Carnation. Well, that was a hell of a good time.